Hello, I'm thrilled you could join me today as we unlock the secrets of affordable European adventures. Now, Europe might have a reputation for being a tad pricey, but trust me, it doesn't have to break the bank. You see, with a little savvy planning and insider tips, you can experience the magic of Europe without emptying your wallet. We're talking about strolling through ancient Roman ruins in Rome, marveling at the Eiffel Tower in Paris, or cruising the canals of Amsterdam, all while sticking to a budget. In this video, we'll be your trusty guide, sharing 10 tried and true strategies to make your European dreams a reality without the financial stress. From snagging those budget-friendly flights to finding comfy and affordable accommodations, we've got you covered. Get ready to discover the joys of free walking tours, mastering the art of public transportation, and indulging in delicious local cuisine without overspending. Let's embark on this exciting journey together and make your European adventure both unforgettable and easy on the wallet. Alright, let's kick things off with the foundation of any great European adventure: affordable flights. Now, gone are the days when flying to Europe meant emptying your savings account. Thanks to the rise of budget airlines, you can now find incredibly cheap flights that'll have you soaring across the continent without breaking the bank. Think of airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, and Wizz Air as your trusty sidekicks in this endeavor. These airlines offer no-frills flights that get you from point A to point B without the unnecessary extras, which means more money in your pocket for exploring. Of course, there's a bit of an art to mastering budget airlines. One of the golden rules is to book your flights well in advance. The earlier you book, the better your chances of snagging those rock-bottom fares. And don't forget to embrace the power of flexibility. If your travel dates are open, play around with different departure and arrival days. You might be surprised at the price differences a mere day or two can make. Now, let's talk about a travel hack that's both budget-friendly and undeniably romantic: overnight trains and buses. Imagine this: you're whisked away through the European countryside as you drift off to sleep, only to wake up in a new and exciting destination. It's like magic, but for your wallet. Overnight travel isn't just about saving money on accommodation. It's about maximizing your precious vacation time. While you're comfortably snoozing in your cozy compartment or seat, you're actually covering ground and making the most of every hour. And let's not forget the undeniable charm of it all. There's something inherently romantic about train travel, especially at night. The gentle rocking motion, the rhythmic clatter of the tracks, and the picturesque landscapes whizzing by your window. It's an experience in itself. Whether you choose to stretch out in a spacious train compartment or opt for a comfortable bus ride, overnight travel adds a touch of adventure and efficiency to your European escapade. It's a win-win situation. Now, when it comes to stretching your travel dollar, timing is everything. You wouldn't climb Mount Everest in a blizzard, would you? Well, you don't want to hit the tourist hotspots in the peak season crush either. Think of it like this. Summer in Europe is like a crowded train station during rush hour. Everyone's there, prices are high, and it's a bit chaotic. That's why I always tell folks to consider the shoulder seasons. These are the magical weeks in spring and fall, just before and after the summer rush. You'll find pleasant weather, thinner crowds, and often better deals on everything from airfare to accommodations. Imagine strolling through the charming streets of Prague without bumping shoulders with hundreds of other tourists, or finding a quiet cafe in Paris to enjoy your croissant and coffee. That's the beauty of the shoulder season. One of the great joys of European travel is the ease and efficiency of the train system. It's a fantastic way to get around, and with a little planning, it can be surprisingly affordable too. That's where rail passes come in. Now, I'm not talking about those tourist traps that promise the world but deliver mediocre savings. I'm talking about the real deal, Eurail and Interrail passes. These are your tickets to affordable independent travel across this grand continent. Imagine yourself gliding through the Swiss Alps, watching snow-capped peaks whiz by your window. Or picture yourself zipping from Paris to Amsterdam, enjoying the scenery and a picnic lunch in your comfortable compartment. That's the magic of rail travel in Europe. And with a rail pass, you can unlock this experience without breaking the bank. Now, when you hear the word hostel, what comes to mind? If you're picturing cramped dormitories and questionable hygiene, I'm here to tell you, you need to update your image of the modern hostel experience. Gone are the days of bare-bones accommodations. Today's hostels are vibrant, social hubs that offer a fantastic budget-friendly alternative to traditional hotels. Think of them as budget-friendly boutique hotels with a social twist. Many offer stylish private rooms with en-suite bathrooms, along with inviting common areas where you can mingle with fellow travelers. And don't even mention those free breakfast buffets. You can fuel up on coffee, pastries, and maybe even some local cheese and bread before heading out for a day of exploring. One of the best parts about traveling is experiencing the local culture. And what better way to do that than through their food? The flavors, the aromas, the unique ingredients, they all tell a story about the place you're visiting. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rick, I'm on vacation. I don't want to be tied down to a kitchen. I want to relax, explore, and enjoy my time without worrying about cooking. And you know what? I hear you. Vacation is about freedom and enjoyment. But listen, cooking your own meals doesn't have to be a chore. It can actually be a delightful part of your travel experience. It can be a fun and affordable way to savor the flavors of Europe. Imagine wandering through a bustling local market, picking out fresh produce, aromatic herbs, and local specialties. Imagine this. You've just spent the day exploring the cobblestone streets of Prague, soaking in the history and charm of the city. You're back at your charming little apartment, a cozy retreat that feels like home away from home. And you whip up a simple pasta dish with fresh ingredients from the market. The process of cooking can be therapeutic and rewarding. You're not just eating, you're experiencing the heart of the Czech Republic, one delicious bite at a time. Each meal becomes a memory, a story to tell. Plus, let's be honest, eating out for every meal can really put a dent in your travel budget. Those restaurant bills add up quickly. By preparing some of your own meals, you'll have more euros to spend on those unforgettable experiences, like that once-in-a-lifetime concert, or that charming little antique shop you stumble upon, These are the moments that make your trip special and memorable. So, embrace your inner chef. Cooking can be a creative and enjoyable part of your travel adventure. Head to a local market, pick up some fresh bread, cheese, and maybe some local specialties. The markets themselves are a cultural experience, full of life and local flavor. You might surprise yourself with your culinary skills, discovering new recipes and flavors along the way. And you'll definitely be saving money while you're at it. So next time you're traveling, consider cooking a few meals yourself. It's a delicious way to immerse yourself in the local culture and make your trip even more memorable. Now, when it comes to exploring a new city, I always say the best way to get a feel for the place is to put on your walking shoes and get lost in its streets. Forget about taxis or tour buses. Let your curiosity be your guide as you wander through the heart of your destination. There's something magical about discovering a city on foot. You notice the little details, the quirky shops, the hidden courtyards, the charming cafes tucked away on side streets. These are the moments that make travel so special, the unexpected encounters that create lasting memories. Plus, walking is not only a fantastic way to experience the local ambience, it's also the best exercise you can get on vacation. Think of it this way, every step you take is a step closer to burning off that delicious croissant you had for breakfast. So, ditch the expensive taxis and embrace the joy of walking. You'll save money, get some exercise, and discover the hidden gems that make each European city so unique. But if walking isn't your thing, or if the distances are too great, consider using public transportation. European cities often have excellent public transportation systems, from trams and buses to subways and trains. These options are not only affordable, but also give you a chance to see the city from a different perspective. You might even strike up a conversation with a local, learn about hidden spots, or simply enjoy the ride. So, whether you choose to walk or use public transportation, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Embrace the adventure and make the most of every moment. Now, when you're exploring a new city, it's always helpful to have someone show you around, point out the must-see sites, and share some local insights. But who says you need to shell out big bucks for a private tour guide? That's where the beauty of free walking tours comes in. These tours, often led by enthusiastic local guides, are a fantastic way to get acquainted with a city without spending a dime. You'll visit iconic landmarks, uncover hidden alleyways, and hear fascinating stories that bring the city's history to life. The best part? These tours operate on a pay-what-you-feel basis. At the end of the tour, you simply tip your guide what you think the tour was worth. It's a great way to support local guides while sticking to your budget. So ditch those expensive tour buses and join a free walking tour. You'll get an insider's perspective on the city, learn fascinating facts, and maybe even make some new friends along the way. Alright, let's talk city tourist passes. These things can be a traveler's best friend, or they can end up costing you more than they're worth. It really depends on how you use them and what your travel plans are. It all boils down to a little pre-trip planning. A bit of research can go a long way in making sure you get the most out of your pass. Before you even think about clicking purchase, sit down with your itinerary and your trusty guidebook. Make a list of all the attractions you absolutely must see. What attractions are you dead set on seeing? Are they the main highlights of the city or some hidden gems? Are they covered by the pass? Check the details carefully to see if the pass includes entry to these attractions. How much would it cost to visit them individually? Sometimes doing the math can reveal surprising savings or unexpected costs. Sometimes those free entries aren't such a bargain after all. You might find that the pass doesn't cover as much as you thought. You might find that you're better off paying for things a la carte. This way, you only pay for what you actually want to see. Now, some passes go beyond just attractions. They might include public transportation, which can really add up, especially in cities like London or Paris. They might include public transportation, which can really add up, especially in cities like London or Paris. This can be a huge benefit if you plan on moving around the city a lot. Factor in how much you plan on zipping around on buses, trams, and the metro. If you're going to be using public transport frequently, the pass could save you a lot of money. And here's a hot tip. Some passes offer skip the line privileges at popular sites. This can save you a ton of time. That alone can be worth its weight in gold, especially during peak season when those lines can stretch longer than a baguette queue in Paris. Imagine all the extra time you'll have to explore. Nobody wants to waste precious sightseeing time standing in line. So weigh the pros and cons, do your homework, and decide if a city pass is the right choice for your adventure. Now, let's talk about maximizing your time and your euros by booking those must-see attractions and activities online. Remember those iconic sites: the Colosseum in Rome, the Louvre in Paris, the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. They draw crowds like honey draws bees. By booking your tickets online, you're essentially buying yourself a fast pass to the front of the line. No more wasting precious vacation time queuing up in the hot sun or pouring rain. You can waltz right in, feeling like a seasoned traveler. And here's a little secret: many attractions offer discounts for online bookings. They'd rather have you reserve your spot in advance than have to manage those last-minute crowds. It's a win-win. Well, there you have it. My top 10 tips for traveling cheaply in Europe. I hope these insights inspire you to pack your bags, grab your passport, and embark on your own European adventure. Remember, Traveling on a budget doesn't mean sacrificing quality or experiences. It's about being savvy, resourceful, and open to new ways of exploring. Embrace the local culture, savor the simple pleasures, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Thanks for watching. We hope these tips help you travel cheaply and enjoy your European adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel tips and guides. Safe travels!